no moisture.
Meet me at the London. If you find time, we can run one. Talk about some things we can.
Hey Jelly Beans, so today we're going to do another comparison video of versus, let's see, the ones that I've done in the past. I did the FENTY, when they first came out with the concealer, like the gel concealer versus the concealer sticks. Did a comparison on that. I've done hair comparisons. Really, I just like trying to find out what works and what better way to figure out if it works, and to put them on at the same time and figure out what I'm doing. Alright, so today's comparison is for setting spray, or setting powders. The Kat Von D Lock-It Setting Powder, it's in the color Translucent, versus the FENTY Pro Filter Mini Instant Retouch Setting Powder. We settled on Honey because it was it was like a little lighter than my skin tone, but not brightening. Like it wasn't a banana color or a translucent color. Or translucent stuff. You know what I'm saying, okay? It was close, but not exactly. Basically what I do for these comparisons, if I can't get a sample of it, at Sephora you can pretty much get a sample of most things. But for the sake of this video, I just bought the 2 mini sizes of it, because why buy the big size if I don't even like it? I'm gonna waste it. So for my trials, I usually buy the mini size, and then whichever one I end up liking, I will keep it. I'll go buy the full size of it, or I'll return it, whatever. So we're gonna try these two. So this side of my face, boom, boom, is the FENTY side, and then this side is Kat Von D. What I look for in setting powder is oil control. So it's hot outside right now here in Georgia, and my face is really oily during the summer. It gets really dry during the winter, so is that combination? But it's the summertime, so I want oil control. You'll see my process. I do the same process for both sides, so it'll be evenly matched, and we'll see which one holds up and which one has the least amount of oil popping through in like 5 hours, 6 hours. Without further ado, let the games begin. I think I'm just gonna do like videos for the average person that wears makeup. Like, you know, like, we're not an MUA out here, but we do wear makeup. We might not slay every day, you know, we gotta go to work and stuff like that. So, and I have a lot of friends who like to wear makeup or would like to wear makeup, and they just have like general questions like, what is the point of bronzer? What is the point of primer? And usually they ask me and I give my 2 cents on it. But I feel like stuff like that, like when I was starting out, I definitely did not see the point of primer. Speaking of which, this is the Primed and Peachy Too Faced Cooling Matte. I don't know if I like this one. I personally like the Hangover one better, but this one's almost out, so we're gonna do that. Boom. What's up? Alright, so what are we talking about? Primers. Personally, I like the Hangover one better, just because it is more hydrating. But because I have this one right now, I'm going to put my moisturizer on with the primer, and put them on at the same time. So that way, because I do have oily skin, so the key that I have found is to put moisture on your face, so that way your body's not trying to overcompensate for it, and then we'll get that oiliness and all that stuff with the setting powders that we're trying to figure out which one we like better, as well as like sprays and stuff like that. So my regular routine, so I put my primer on, my moisturizer on, patted it in, kind of usually let it settle, you know, get into the pores. Then I'm gonna take my beauty blender, and I'll try and use different sides for the different setting powders, just so they won't like mix or whatever. But usually I'll set that in, so this is where that oil control part comes in. So I will just put it where I usually get oily. It doesn't smell bad, it doesn't smell good either. Well, it definitely doesn't smell bad. It actually has like a slight smell to it, but it's like sweet almost, like pleasant. Like, I don't know, nutmeg. I really first tried the Kat Von D setting powder when Sephora had their birthday gift this month, or this year. Way too much. But anyway. And so the gift, if you are a beauty insider, is like a little Kat Von D tester situation. So it's like a really tiny size of this. You get the lipstick sampler with like maybe like 3 colors, and you get the tattoo liner, liquid eyeliner. But that was when I first tried this. Like, when you pat it out, I love how it melts into the skin for a translucent powder. Like, it's not tinted at all. But you can definitely see how it just kind of like disappears. So I was thoroughly enjoying that. Which is why it is on the comparison today. The key with the oil control, if you are oily or like have combination skin, set your primer and your moisturizer so you won't have problems as you go through the day, because things start to just tend to melt off in layers. So for foundation, I'm going to use my Too Faced Peach Perfect. I really like this foundation, honestly. It's the Comfort Matte foundation. Some people said, well, okay, the lady at Sephora said she has dry skin and she tried it and it was too matte. I think it's fine and I freaking love it. As far as like its matte level, because I was looking for foundations maybe like 2 weeks ago because I was trying to switch the ones that I used. So for this, I put it on my hand. I'm gonna use my finger and like put it around and then beauty blend it out. But what was I saying? I was looking for a new foundation like a couple weeks ago, and as you can tell, I don't put a lot on. Again, you know, the average makeup wearer. Some people like to put a lot on, some people like barely like to put any on. It's just personal preference. But anyway, and I wanted like a comfort matte finish for sure. The lady at Sephora suggested the Makeup Forever. I tried it, I hated it. But Makeup Forever, they make makeup, like costume makeup and stuff as well. So a lot of their stuff is very, not thick, but it's very wearable and it sticks and it's very like set. It just sets. Cause you know, like costume makeup, like you need it to stay. Okay. So if that's what you're looking for in your foundation, like you just need something to like never come off ever again. I would definitely recommend the Makeup Forever. But that's not what I wanted. I just wanted something that was almost skin-like. I don't want too dewy. I was trying to avoid a dewy look, but I don't like the super dry matte look either. So I was staying in like comfort matte range or like velvet matte. I'm trying to like go from there. But anyway, so I found this one, the Peach Perfect Comfort Matte from Too Faced. The lady at Sephora was really good and she literally matched me. Like, she was like, how about this color? And it was like the exact color. Anyway, so that's how I ended up here. I think I'm gonna try to blend this way because literally everyone and their mother loves that foundation. So I'm gonna try that one next. I'm literally all for experimenting. So if you have a foundation that you think like either you love or you think is a really good like comfort matte, velvet matte situation, definitely comment below and I will definitely try it out. I'm all for experimenting. And I guess my average MUA tip of the day would be to definitely try different products, like, and get the like what I did, like get the mini size or the trial size, or if you're going to Sephora, get a sample of it. Like the Makeup Forever foundation that I tried, I got a sample of it and I immediately knew I didn't like it, but it was good that I didn't buy it at all, you know. Like I didn't waste any money, which is great because I hated it. So if you ever want to try something, like go to Sephora and get a sample. So that way you don't spend any money, you get to try it out. If you don't like it, no loss. If you do like it, you know they have it and you can go buy it. Alright, cool. We out here. Okay. Foundation is on. I usually just put a little bit of concealer on there. Literally like that much, and I'll drag it out. As you can see, I'm not the person, I hate cakey makeup. That's really what I'm trying to avoid. And a lot of like the dry mattes, I feel like look cakey after you do so much to it. That foundation is like all over the place. Yeah, I like really don't like that cakey look. And definitely go for a more natural finish situation. So I don't want to layer too many products together, or try and use really light products, ones that work well together and blend out well together, and do it that way. Alright, foundation, concealer is on. Now we're going to go back in with the powder. But this time, instead of a beauty blender, to pat it in, like, you know, pushing it in, I'm going to use a brush and we want to sweep it. And just kind of let it set. Again, these allergies, excuse me. So I'm going to use this brush by BH Cosmetics. It literally just has a number 1 on it. But it's like a powder brush. So what I like to do, and I learned this technique from Jackie Anna, which her palette is sitting right here, sis. But you know, put it in there, put your brush in there. First of all, tap it off. And then you can pat it too. Basically, you're trying to get like all of the flyaway excess off, right? And then I'm gonna put it on the wrong side, y'all. And we put it right here, and we just roll the brush. And do the same thing. And so I do it on my chin, under my eye, and kind of leave this contour space right here, because then, why is my dog barking? So excessive. Hold on. Setting powder up here, down here. Let this part open, because then we're going to use. So I'm really excited. I might do its own review on this. Let me know if you want it. It's the Minted, which stands for like pigmented. Really cute. Anyway, and I love their packaging. It's just super pretty. But this is the Pigmented ABF collab. So Ashley Blaine Featherson, she plays Jo on Dear White People, the show on Netflix. She is the best friend. But anyway, she has a collab with Minted, and so she has 2 versions of this highlight and bronzer duo. So this is season 2. Season 2 is like the darker of the 2 options, but it comes with a bronzer and a highlighter. And honestly, the 2 are kind of interchangeable. Like, I could have got season 1 and it had a really nice highlighter, but I like this bronzer better. So they're really good duos, just like you can get them both and be fine, just depending on what you want to do. They also come with 2 lip glosses in the collection. But let me know if y'all want a review on the Pigmented Ashley Blaine Featherson collab, because I use this every day since I've gotten it. And I'm trying to, like, again, an average MIMUA tip or question that people always ask is like, what is bronzer? So I'm starting to like get into that and figure out what that is. Or what do you use bronzer? Because some people contour and then bronze on top of the contour. But I don't know. So let me know your thoughts on contouring and bronzing. But anyway, we're going to take the bronzer. So notice I didn't put any other contour right there. Just the powder around it. So we're going to take this bronzer. You see how pigmented that is? Oh, Jesus. Put way too much. But no, we're going to blend it out. Now usually with bronzer, I've started to learn to like drag it up. Kind of like frame your face with it, you know? And it really does give you like a warmer look, which is what it's supposed to do. Because that was kind of my question, like what does bronzer really do if you're gonna contour? But it's definitely like a different effect, like a softer, but just it basically adds color back to your face, which I support. So yeah. Also, if you're gonna use your fingers, by the way, with makeup, this is just like a beginner tip or whatever. Make sure you wash your hands. We didn't do this side yet. Okay, so that's this side. Cool. If I want to and I feel like it's too harsh, which I kind of feel like it is right now, I have this other brush that's like curved. You see how it's curved? And I can like buff it out. And it perfectly fits into like the shape of your face. Like boom. Anyway. We're gonna do that same process with the Kat Von D on the other side, setting powder. Alright, cool. And that's about it. And take this. Brush everything. I'm gonna take my setting powder. I guess I'll do an eye. I'm not gonna do an eye look, but I'm just gonna put something there for the sake of putting something there. Use the Jackie palette because I literally use it every day, like no promo, no lie, literally use it every day. And honestly, probably my everyday colors are edges, credit, ginger, and probably pinker, not gonna lie. So yeah, but I have a review video on this palette. I literally got it pre-ordered before it came out in stores, so I had it maybe like 2 days after it came out. It's worth it though. It's worth it. Alright, so like I said, I'm just gonna go to my go-tos. Edges. And this is probably like my typical, I'll just do my everyday, if I'm just like going to class or something, what I would probably do. Because these people don't deserve full looks. I might give them a little something, but you know, we're not serving out here in an educational methods class. They'll survive without it. A little bit of credit just to deepen that up. I find it helps to angle because a lot of times, like, you see me doing this, but it actually helps to put the brush over your eye. Because it will make sense, like, you can actually get in the little crevices. And I'll usually go in with, what's the first thing I use? Some kind of glitter color. Because I literally put glitter on all my looks for some reason. I don't know why. I don't. But we'll go with like one of the soda ones. Like we'll go with Solio, which is not like super glittery. And I usually start that on the inner and then just blend it outward. Like I said, real subtle, like nothing crazy. But it's still a pop, still enough for someone to be like, oh, I like that. You know? Looks like you did something. We used 3 colors and it took
You don't have very long.
2 minutes. Not even that. Barely 2 minutes.
You've got to get a hold of
Alright,
yourself.
and boom. There you go. Looks like I did something. And that's all that matters. As long as it looks like you did something, even if you didn't do anything, for real, you're good. You are good. So that's about it. So we're gonna let this, I'm gonna go throughout the day, and basically tell y'all in a couple hours. So I promise y'all, I forget a step every single time I do my makeup, like something, and I gotta run back because I forgot. Okay, I forgot my setting spray. Which right now, I like to do comparisons because again, I'm still figuring it out, just like y'all are figuring it out. I don't like the setting spray. Let's start there. I do not like the setting spray. And just because it's mattifying, and for like, if my whole face is like matte and oil control and da-da-da, I want my setting spray to not be matte because I don't want that really dry look on my face. So right now, the next comparison probably, I put it on my Reddit, and a lot of people commented under it. Which one do we want? 3-in-1, the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 setting spray finish, whatever it's called, versus the Urban Decay All Nighter. Currently, Urban Decay All Nighter is winning. But I will put my Reddit below if you want to go comment on just like what your thoughts are on the two, or you can just comment at the end of this video. But what do you think? Because I'm about to go buy it like 2 days from now. So Urban Decay All Nighter or Hangover 3-in-1 setting. Okay? Let me know. Because I don't like this one. It's almost out. Okay? Might as well use it because I already bought it. But I am going to use my Buxom. I always want to say like Buxom or Bosom because it's the same way that bosom is spelled. But I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, this is Hot Toddy. I always wanted Hot Toddy, and the last time I went, they were out, and so I got Moscow Mule, and like Moscow Mule has become my holy grail lip gloss. But they finally had Hot Toddy in stock, so I was like, okay, well let me get the one I originally meant to get. So now, let's see who will duke it out for the holy grail between the lip gloss. Anyway, okay, now we're going Ulta. Alright, dudes. Okay, so we're gonna come back in like 5 hours and I will see, we will see how it went. Alright, cool. So I'm in my bathroom. It's been 4 hours. I do want to say that I talked to my mom on FaceTime, and she said that in the camera, FaceTime camera, whatever, she liked this side, which is the Fenty side, because she said it looks less pale than this side. I don't know. That's what she said. All right, let's continue. I don't know, man. Hey, Jelly Beans. So it has been 5 hours. This is how we're looking. So I think both held up pretty well. Now, I did ask some people, I was FaceTime my mom at some point, and she said that she liked the Fenty side better. And again, this was like outside with a camera and everything. So she said she liked the Fenty side better because she said it looked less pale. The Fenty one is the tinted one. Rather than the Kat Von D side. So you guys let me know what you think. Personally, I just had to go like inspect and just sit like this in the mirror. And honestly, this might be the first inconclusive comparison video. I'm like a little annoyed because I was really hoping that one would do like way better than the other one, but they're actually both really great. So the testing did not stop at this video. I definitely tried them out for almost maybe like 3 or 4 days. Like one, I did a full face with one, did a full face with the other, did the half and half again, tried different techniques. And my final conclusion is that I'm going with the Fenty one because that paleness that my mom was talking about, I started to see it over time. And also support black businesses, but the setting powder is actually really great from her. You guys, let me know what your preference is. I'm going to keep wearing this makeup and we're going to see what the final result is. I'll put a clip if anything changes as the night goes on. But you guys let me know in the comments below what your preference is between the Fenty, this is in honey, but the Fenty setting powder versus the Kat Von D Rocket setting powder. Thank you guys for watching. And like I said, I think I'm going to start doing like average MUA, you know, like everyday makeup tips or tricks that I've found. If you guys have any questions, just like why do you use primer, what is the point of bronzer, things like that, and I can help you out, I will definitely make a video. So all you gotta do is let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time. Alright, deuces.